Hi everyone, good evening, and welcome to my session today. For the title is called "My Chess God Alekhine." It's part one, and I'm going to. It's a pleasure to show. I'll be showing you the great games of such a great legend. It's such a huge pleasure for me. So let's start soon. Before that, I would just like to tell you something. Just very quickly, Unacademy subscription rates for the first promotional month for whoever joins is only 99 rupees, as you can see below the details. And it's going to be very beneficial for you guys if you're going to go and subscribe for yourself. If you enroll yourself, you're going to get the first month only for 99 rupees. You'll have to put that code which is there below my name. It's written. That code you have to use and you can subscribe it. So, and you'll be able to see a lot of things, a lot of videos by grandmasters and even live sessions from Vishwanathan Anand, Vladimir Kramnik and other coaches including me. So let's start off with our today's session. This session is dedicated. I've gathered three parts of it together. One by one, I'm going to show you the great games of this great man, the great chess player. His full name Alexander Alexandrovich Alekhine, and by the age of 22, he was already one of the strongest chess players in the world. And during the 1920s, he won most of the tournaments which he played. So you can say his peak was 1920s onwards, and he became the fourth world champion by defeating Jose Raul Capablanca. Now, Capablanca was, of course, another very big legend, but Alekhine defeated him also. And he's also played first board for France in 5 chess Olympiads. Okay, so he was, of course, he was born in Russia, and he was, like I said, the world champion, and he was just dominating in the 1920s, and won lots and lots of accolades for being not just one of the best players, and then later on he became the world champion. He was the only world chess champion to have died with a title of being the world champion. Very tragic end he had met. All this was due post World War, and he had to undergo a lot of trouble for that. All that is there. His story is there. You guys need to just Google. Okay, so I'm on live, and here we got Vinay. Hi Vinay, and Chess King. Hi, and Ishan Gupta. Hi all of you. So let's start off with the games, and this is the first game which I'm going to show you. Alekhine is black over here. Let me just give you black, and yeah. So white was Rodzinski. Now these games, they are very quick and very there are a lot of brilliant moves are there in these games. So that's the most fascinating thing about him. He would bring out the attack out of nothing. So we'll just see. We'll just start. We got 4 viewers as of now, and hopefully more will follow. So let's start. White plays here first e4, and black is playing e5. This is the normal king pawn opening, and white plays here knight f3, and Alekhine here is black, and he chose for Philidor defense. Now this Philidor defense is a bit passive, in the sense that this bishop over here gets kind of blocked when you play d6, and but it's fine. It's a very solid defense, but nowadays grandmasters don't prefer this defense. They go for other things. Usually it's knight c6 or knight f6. Mostly it's knight c6 happening in these positions. Bishop c4 is the move which white here chose, and black plays here the simple knight c6. He's bringing a knight out on a good square, and then white played here c3, and black plays here c3 is of course to play to prepare for d4. That's for d4. And here in this position, black played bishop g4, that's pinning down the knights, so that also stops white from playing his plan of d4. Okay, so here that's what white wanted to play d4, but black has indirectly stopped white from playing d4, because now if you play if white plays d4 here, just for instance I played for you here, and capture here, and here black can break open the this bishop takes thing. Sorry, before this we have another move over here, and that is bishop takes knight would lead to queen takes bishop. That's the thing. And here yes, black cannot take this pawn. That would be a big mistake, because there is a mate coming over here. That's the mate. Okay, and but here in this position, yeah, d4 to d4 here, black can play here something like, say, he's just going to do he'll definitely develop a piece. So say a bishop e7 is there, or even there is queen d7. Queen d7 is also one of the options for black. Okay, so d4 can be played right now, or even d3 can be played, but let's see now what happened. Yeah, hi Asta, and hi Kushnas, hi Adarsh, good evening to you all. And queen b3 is the move which was played. Now this is the move which is trying to give trouble to black. You can see this battery, and also the queen is hitting on b7. So here thank you for subscribing using my code, and you guys have lots of benefits coming your way since a lot of things are lined up on Unacademy. So please do subscribe. At least the first month is a big steal. 99 bucks is, it's just a small amount. I mean, you can just get a Frankie for 100 bucks or whatever. So I mean, it's such a small amount. You can use it for your knowledge, to gain knowledge, and that's a good idea. Yes, hi Dragonautic, hi Anjaneyan. So you all are welcome to my lecture out here, and you can see here we have already started the game. Black is Alekhine and white is Rodzinski. So let's see this. These are very nice and short and sweet games which I'm going to show you today. Okay, Ishan is asking how he would wish how to join an Academy subscription. Well, either you can use your computer or your phone for the app to download. You have to download, remember, you have to download Unacademy Learners app, not the Educators app. So just go to if you're using the phone, then just go to if it's an Android phone, you'll have to of course go to Google Play Store, and if you're using iPhone, then you'll have to go to App Store and just get this app called Unacademy Learners app, and then subscribe using my code which is given below my name, as you can see. And it's a very easy thing. Also, if you're accessing the website through a computer, then of course you can go on unacademy.com and put the code on over there on the subscription, uh, you know, where the subscription is given. So queen and bishop c4, here are both of them are attacking the pawn. It's called a battery, and queen d7 is the move which Alekhine played here. Okay, most welcome Ishan. And here white plays knight to g5. Now he's putting more pressure on this. Now you can see there are three attackers on this f7. Okay, so yes, Anjanayan is one of the subscribers, and yes, it's a very useful app. Thank you, Anjanayan, for giving your experience over here, your feedback. And knight h6, and in this position white plays a bad move. White goes bishop takes pawn. Now this sacrifice of course is not good, and black played here knight takes, bishop, knight takes, and queen takes. Now there is a reason why white gave this sacrifice. He gave this sacrifice so that he can go and capture the pawn on b7. Hi Manjusane. And here after queen takes pawn, he'll be giving a fork. So white plays queen takes pawn, and as you can see this is a fork. And in this position black plays an amazing move. So let's start off here. The combination starts, guys. You need to guess the move and tell me what did black play and how did he win from here. Okay, the fun starts now. Tell me, how should white play? Sorry, black. How should black play? Queen to h5. Queen to h5. Dragonotic says queen to h5. No, that will not help. That will not help. Rook b1. Ujan, I guess you mean rook b8, right? Well, rook b8, I'm just gonna kill the white is gonna kill the knight. Queen h5. Okay, no, it's not queen h5 either. Queen to c4, threatening mate. Okay, let's see here. Queen to c4, but then white has here a great move. Okay, queen c4 is a very good try, but white has this great move d3, and after this white is plus over here, because if you capture queen takes pawn, then there is queen c6 check, and king f7, and here I can trade off the queens also if king f7 comes. If king e7 comes, well, then I can simply play f3. So no, nothing is coming our way with queen c4. Black plays here an amazing move. What is that move? Okay, here it's black's turn. nd4. No, nd4. Let's just see this. nd4, I can first quickly take the rook, and king d7, and then I can even take the knight. And if now queen c4, then I have knight c3. So you see, white wins loads and loads of material. Okay, so this was the position, and what did Alekhine play here? Yes, we got the right answer. We have a right answer over here from someone, and that is what Alekhine played. Manju Sane, or I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly. Manju Sane or Sane. I don't think it's Sane. It has to be Sane maybe. So king d7 is the move, and here in this position, he's giving the rook. He's just giving the rook. Black is giving the rook. No rook to b8. Black is just giving the rook here. So there comes after king d7, white plays queen takes rook. He's taken the rook. Hi Ankush. And after this, black plays queen c4. That's right, queen c4 does come over here, and in this position, black is threatening, of course, checkmate with the help of this. So white plays f3. Now here black plays one more great move. Now what is that great move? Your chat is coming a bit late to me, but that's okay. It's because of the internet traffic might be a bit slow today, being a weekend, you know. Hi Hemant, thank you for coming, all of you. Hi Ankush, welcome to my chess video. And what did black play here? nd4, again nd4. Okay, let's just see. Okay, now a lot of you guys are saying nd4. Anup Kumar is saying bishop e7. Let's just quickly see nd4. nd4, the problem is there comes here, let's say here I can even capture this knight, and queen takes bishop, king e2, queen h1, and white takes this bishop. But this is still not winning for black. This is still equal after so much is happening. Black gets this pawn ex d4, but this is a very slight advantage to black. This is not the definite advantage what we would like here. So the right move is bishop takes pawn, and after this is what black played. Bishop takes pawn, fx g4, gx f3, my bad. And here black plays another good move. Now from here, I think let's see from here who gets it. here not bishop e7, and no, not even d5. So you guys did tell me the right moves, but the move order was wrong for some of you. Okay, and move order matters a lot, of course. Anjanayan says bishop e7. So no, it's not right. The move order has to match, and the right move here is in d4. Now this move, black has a plan. He wants him to play this. Okay, so, and also he's threatening, black is threatening a checkmate. So in this position, white plays here first d3, and that's where he makes a mistake. He could have made a draw also with just taking the knight. If he takes the knight, it's still about equal, because black has given a lot of pieces, but then he's getting it back, something like queen c1, and like we already saw this, queen h1. This is quite equal, but here he makes the mistake of playing d3, and after d3, queen d3 in this position. Now he's taking the knight. Okay, he should have taken the knight one move before, and he's taking the knight now, and here comes the move. Yes, now everyone knows here what the move is. Can anybody tell me what the move is over here? Now it's a perfect situation between taking either giving a checkmate or taking the queen. Yes, Sanjay, your nd4. The only thing is the move order was not correct. So here bishop e7 is the move, and that's right, guys. Bishop e7 comes now, and you can see here the position. It's either the queen or the king. So obviously the game is over. White just went with this, and black just checkmated only in 15 moves. Okay, so this was a great game, which I loved it the first time I saw it, and so I thought I will include this in our today's video session. We'll go on to the next one. Yeah, we have another brilliant game, and it's a bit lagging because I'm little ahead of you. It's like in time, I'm doing things and then it's coming. So this is the next game. Now we're going to see. It's white is Potemkin Peter, and black is of course Alekhine. Let's see this game. Okay, so starting off with the new game, white plays e4 and black is playing c5. Melvin is asking, can you just tell how to improve chess after rating for 1500? How can we improve on further? Well, Melvin, the thing is, yes, whether you're a 1500 or a 1200 or 1000, it all matters down to how much you can study chess, how much time you can put into the game, and you have to work towards it dedicatedly. It's because chess is a sport, and like in any sport, you have to put your mind, your time, everything, dedication. So I would suggest that you can enroll with us, and you can actually 1500 is fine. We have all the kinds of levels. There is course for all the levels, so you can enroll and that will definitely benefit you. And another thing which can benefit you is having personal coaching, of course. That's another thing which will benefit you. These are the two things which will definitely help you. So Unacademy, and of course more personal coaching. So here in this position, e4 c5, and white plays g3, and black is also playing g6. This is the fianchetto of the king's side. Let's see, in Sicilian you can say this is the hyper accelerated dragon. Yes, I think that's the thing. After bishop g2, bishop g7, and it comes under unusual moves. This whole variation of Sicilian comes under unusual moves. And knight e2, knight c6, c3. Remember guys, during those days the opening was not that developed, so the openings are not going to be up to the mark. That's what one has to study. Today's generation, today's opening, at the present times, what openings are there are totally different, and you'll have to study the openings of the masters of today. And these are the old openings, but still, nevertheless, you can start off a game anyhow, but what matters is how you play your middle game and your end game. So that's also very important. Don't give too much importance to opening. There are a lot of people who give importance to only opening and not to the middle game or end game. That would be wrong. Openings are just fine. It's a way of finding your level, the base. You just start off where you come to a point where white and black both are equal, and then it matters how you take it further. So I meet a lot of students who give a lot of importance to openings. Please don't do that. It's overrated, I would say. So yes, Alekhine is black again here this time. Tanmay, I have not seen Humpy's match today. I have a lot of assignments, and I'm a chess coach, and I'm also teaching for Unacademy, and I have my personal coaching as well. So a lot of my time goes in all this. So let's see here, knight f6, knight a3, and black played here d5. Now that's quite a nice move, a very aggressive attacking move in the center. And in this position, white captures. Of course, white cannot push the pawn. You see, when when the pawn is attacked by a pawn, a white pawn has three choices. It's either push, or it's either capture, or the third option is ignore. So it's always push, capture, or ignore. But here, of course, white cannot ignore. The white pawn is attacked twice, right? And he cannot push also, because the knight on c6 here will capture. So, well, then he's left with the third choice. Ignore, I mean, he can also get a defender. Yes, he can also get a defender here. That is also there. But of course, it's better to capture. And knight takes pawn, knight c2, castling d4. This is just very quick opening, and it's very normal. Everything is normal, but nobody would know that in the next 8 moves the game will be over. Okay, just 8 moves. So let's see, how did that happen? Pawn captures, and black here played bishop g4, and white played f3, and black goes bishop f5. And here white plays knight e3. After knight e3, black here gives a check, and in this position it's better for white to move the king, because if bishop to d2, then black has a good move. What is that good move? There is a lag, so what I've completed already, I can see that happening. So I'm just waiting for you guys. Uh, why white played knight a3? Yes, knight a3 was an inferior move, and because it's taking too long for the development, white is using too many moves for development. So yes, that's right. In this position, it's black is playing here. Black is threatened. If bishop d2, then we got Manju is right. Knight Manju Sen or Manju Sane is right. Knight takes e3 is what happens. After bishop takes this, bishop takes queen, black has knight takes queen, and if rook d1, then I'm ready to take this bishop, and you can see black is a piece up. Okay, and if after this, if white wants to run, for example bd2, well then I'm also going to run with a pawn. So again black is a piece up. So going back to the game, he played here in this position. He didn't do bishop d2. He has to let go of his castling, and he played here king f2. Now after king f2, here black played in this position knight d b4. The idea is the knight is looking at the d3 square. He wants to give a check to the king, and let's see here, did that happen or something else happen? And white here captures the bishop, queen captured. Black is making sure that you don't capture it in this manner and open the king side. Breaking of pawns is always bad, considered bad most of the times, though there are some exceptions to the rule. And here white played g4, and like I mentioned, he was looking at that square knight d3. So Alekhine now plays knight d3, king to g3 here, and in this position black plays a great move. So can anybody tell me here, what did black play? I shall wait. Well, Ujjan says bishop e5. Dragonautics says e5. Bishop e5. Bishop e5. Well, there is this pawn is there which can kill it. And if queen takes, well, then I got f4. So no, this is not going to help. This is not going to help. Bishop e5 is not the move. Anyone else? Anyone else who can tell me the moves? We have a bit of a lag today, though I'm not buffering here, but your answers are coming a little bit later to me, or rather, in other words, my video is coming a bit later to you. h5. Anup Kumar says h5. Well, your queen is dying, Anup Kumar. Black's queen is dying. h5, how would that help? That's doubtful. That will not help at all. Knight to e5. No. Anyone else? Anyone else who can tell me here what did black play? Yes. Queen to g5. Oh my god. The queen dies by the bishop. No. Rook to d1. Seema, I didn't understand. It's black's turn. Anyone? Bishop e5. Hi Mohit, welcome to my class, my video session. Bishop e5. Let's just see here. Bishop e5. I can play here. I can even capture this bishop, and if you want to capture it with the queen, I still have f4. So it's nothing much happening over here. Okay, I'll go ahead and tell you guys, because we have to try to make one more game here. Yeah, we can. I'll be able to show you one more game, so we don't have much time. So here, black plays. Anybody? I'll wait. I'll give you one more last chance. What did black play here? Knight to d5. Oops. No, that's not possible, Manju. Knight d5 is not possible. This is the knight d. This is the d5 square. So, or knight e5. If you mean knight e5, still the pawn is there, of course. Okay, sorry. This is not the thing. And in this position, black plays knight to d4. Yes, he's giving the queen. Black is just sacrificing the queen. Can you believe that, guys? There are two knights over there, and he's just sacrificing the queen over here. And now the nightmare starts, as I would say. Look at those two knights. They are going to give a nightmare to the white king, because after knight takes d4, pawn takes queen is what happened, and black played here knight f5 check. And it's very simple here now what is going to happen, because if king g4, then there comes h5, and if king h3, Well, then it's a checkmate. That's a checkmate. And if here, sorry, after h5, if king g5, then there is a very simple checkmate with bishop f6 or even bishop h6. So both are checkmates. So you guys saw the nightmare which Alekhine inflicted upon his opponent. That was usually what would happen to most of his opponents. Okay. So let's go ahead and see the next game. Okay, I got one more game for you here. This is from a simul exhibition. Simul exhibition is where one champion plays with so many people. And thank you guys for liking the game. And in simul, a lot of one champion is playing against so many people together. So this is what happened in Lisbon simul in Paris 1941. So let's see here. White, yes, now here white is Alekhine. Hi, good evening, Rahul. You are late. I guess you have been working. So in this position, let's start off. White is Alekhine. Let's start the game. e4, e5, knight f3, knight f6. This is known as the Petrov defense. And in Petrov defense, d4 is one of the lines white can play. The other line is knight x e5, which is the main line. These two are actually the main lines, but more often the line which is played is knight x e5 and ex d4, and white plays here e5. Knight d5 is the move which was played by black. Well, usually here nowadays people play not just, I mean, everyone plays knight e4. That's the best move. But back there, black played knight d5 and queen captures, pawn came, and black played here knight b4. This is again not a good move. So you see, you're investing too many moves on just one piece. This is the third move which has been invested on a knight. The more moves you put on one piece, then that time is getting wasted, because you are supposed to develop your pieces, bring your pieces out. But here, of course, the knight was attacked. So but going in the front and attacking, well, he's going to get more attacked. Right now black is attacking this. That's his dream come true. That is, but it's going to remain only a dream for sure. He wants to do this family folk. Now that's what it's called, family folk, because the knight is going to attack the king, queen and the rook, the three most important pieces in the chess world. So white here dealt with the situation in a very smart manner. He went knight to a3. Also there was here queen e4. Queen e4 is also there. Knight a4, and the black knight returned back after trying that two penny trap. Knight c6, and white plays queen f4. Now queen is okay over there. Now usually we see that we say also as coaches, don't bring your queen out in the start of the game because she will be attacked by the minor pieces. But here this is fine. White queen, it's not easy to attack her from here. She's doing well for herself, and it's going to be fine for white. Bishop e7, developing move, getting the bishop out, and white also brought his bishop out on d3. He's keeping an eye on this h7 pawn. Black castles, and here everyone would have castled. I think those of there are so many chess players I know, and most of them would have castled here. But of course, White is my chess god, and he has to play different than everyone else. That's why he was such a amazing chess player, and so much talent was there in just one man to deal with any chess position, whether it was the middle game or end game. He was just too good to be true. So here in this position he goes h4. Now h4, the idea is of course the knight is going to come on g5, not immediately, but that's the plan later on perhaps. So d4, d6, and White played here queen e4. Now White is also threatening a mate in 1. Of course here f5 is not possible. Okay, f5, because that's a very bad move. If f5 is played, then White will win material, because let's not forget en passant. And with en passant, White is threatening this h7 and also this bishop e7. So a lot of things, two things are getting attacked over here simultaneously, and that's not what's good for black. So black has of course a better move, g6. But now you see the problem with g6 is there is a weakness getting created on the dark squares. Okay, and when this g6 happens, well, then we have a move like this, which is going to, White will try to open up his rook file, and here black plays g6, and White plays immediately here. White has, he played here bishop h6. Now bishop has come on the dark square, like I mentioned, the weak squares, and he's controlling those weak squares. That's good for White. And black played rook e8, and White plays here castling long. He chose this because he cannot castle the short way. He's already opening that, and he needs this rook on h1. So obviously White doesn't want to castle the short way. And here black played dx e5. After dx e5, White can capture that pawn, but Crazy Raj, please, if you cannot spam, I'll appreciate that. Please don't spam. Let others also ask anything or message. So in this position, White plays bishop c4, and after this black has, okay, that's great. Congrats, Crazy Raj. Yes, it got qualified into finals. That's really nice, and we are going to look forward to the final match. Okay, so bishop c4, and now in this position black plays bd6. Now bishop c4 is giving a discovered attack on the queen, so bishop d6 is happening, and that's just covering the queen. And White played here knight to g5. Now look at this, the attack is being all set up very systematically. Now the f7 pawn is being attacked twice. Okay, that's the thing. So this pawn is in danger, and black played here the move rook e7. Now position is already set up now for a kind of a boom. It's going to go off anytime, it's going to explode. It's all set up here, and White plays here one move, which is g4. Now g4 is to stop the bishop from coming on f5, and in this position black plays nd7. The idea is for the knight to come on f6 and attack the queen. That's the idea. And white plays here h5 also. He's trying to put more and more pressure. He's and here he's threatening, say, pawn captures pawn, pawn captures, and then queen captures pawn. That's what is the threat for white right now. And here comes the move knight f6. Okay, so let's stop here, and I'm going to give you time to find for me a great move played by white. So what does white play here? Uh, the pawn on f7 diagonautic, that is pinned by the bishop, you see, so that pawn cannot move. So what does white play here? hx g6, queen d3. Seema, queen d3 is a very normal move. It's a very average move, and we want something attacking. We want something which is going to help us win the game. Yes, Rahul Kamath, that's right. NX f7 is the move. Queen to d3 is just a very normal move. We need something here, and knight takes f7. The idea is now black queen is also attacked. Okay, and there is a discovered check will also be coming. That's the idea behind this move. And black here played rook takes f7. Now this looks like that the knight on f7 was a bad move, because now white queen is still attacked by the knight. So what did white play here? Rahul, I think you have seen this game. Queen g6, right away. Queen g6 here. No, then I'll just take it. No. Hi Piyush, welcome to my video. Bishop g5, Dragonautic says bishop g5. No, there's a better move. Bishop g5, that's actually that's going to lose material, because bishop takes, and this knight can take the bishop. That's an extra piece gone. So not bishop g5. Okay, who can show me? Okay, Rahul, if no one else can answer, you can answer. Right. We got the right answer here from a person called Swami. Yes, Swami, you are right over here. It's pawn captures pawn. That's hx g6, and that's a sacrifice of the queen. Hx g6. Now here, of course, black should not be taking the queen. Right, Rahul, you're also right. So here white is just sacrificing his queen. So isn't it amazing? And well, black should not take the queen here, but then black anyways is minus. Is, say for example, queen e8. Still I'm going to take the rook, and if pawn takes pawn, well then there is a mate in 3 happening. Queen takes pawn, king h8, and it's a double check, and king g8 and rook h8 is a mate. So in this position, sorry, not in this position, the earlier position, yeah, in this position black goes this. He's just fallen for the, you know, taking the queen. That's the greed. Greed comes again, you know. Greed is such a bad thing, and it's so much part of our lives. So nx e4, and after this bishop takes f7, and after this there is king h8 forced, and well, now you know here what can white do. I'm sure this is quite easy. So white sacrifices his queen and checkmates the king. I mean, that's the ultimate thing a chess player can do. You know, whenever he plays a game, this is just what this is the best feeling to have, you know, to get when you sacrifice your queen and you checkmate. That's right, Swami and Manju, mate in 1 is correct. And yes, that's the great Alekhine, amazing. And I'm going to bring you more games of him in part 2 and part 3. There will be more serious games. These were the games which he was not playing with the his opponents were unknown, and they were not half as strong as him. But my second part and third part will have a lot of good players who will be playing with him, like Capablanca, Rati, Richard Rati, and you know, so many other chess players who were at the top of the world when he was at the top. There was Tarosh, and there was you know, so many of them, but nobody was equal to him in 1920s. So his best games, I'm gonna, of course I cannot show so many of his games, so, but whatever I can in part 2 and part 3, I will definitely do my best. And so look forward for you to join me in part 2 also. And hopefully you liked today's lecture, and I shall see you soon. Take care and be safe in these COVID times. And also do remember to subscribe for Unacademy. Believe me, it's a great offer and you shouldn't let it go. All right. Take care and bye bye.